Akadosh, good evening. Masechet Taanit, Daf Bet Amud Bet. We are doing a very quick chazara inside, okay, from that which we left off with, which is the two dots. Ibai lehu. And the Gemara is going to ask the following question. Rabbi Eliezer Mehecha Gamilla. Where exactly does Rabbi Eliezer learn his shita that he said it's from Yom Tov Arishon Shel Hag? Milulav Gamala, does he learn it from Lulav? Or Minisuch Hamayim Gamala, or does he learn it from Nisuch Hamayim? Milulav Gamala, does he learn it from Lulav? Malulav Bayom, just like Lulav is going to be during the day. Afaskara Bayom, so to Askara is going to be during the day. Or Dilmar, maybe Minisuch Hamayim Gamala. He's learning it from Nisuch Hamayim. Manisuch Hamayim Orta, just like Nisuch Hamayim is during the nighttime. The Amar Mor, as it says in the Gemara, right? More says uminchatam v'niskehem. So afilu balayla. So to askara is meorta. Now over there already a few people asked me, so therefore I wanted to clarify one more time. In chatam v'niskehem, we were talking about that there are certain sacrifices. You have to bring a mincha and a nesachim with them. Mincha is a flour offering, and nesachim is a wine libations with them. Now, any korban that you bring during the day, you are allowed to bring the wine libations or the mincha offering that night, meaning the night afterwards, because first is the yikar. The yikar is the korban. After you brought the yikar, which is the korban, now you could bring the wine libations or the meal offering the night afterwards. The difference is that what we're trying to do is we're trying to learn nisuch hamayim, which is water, to nisuch hayayin, to wine. Now also, besides that, we're trying to say that nisuch hamayim is actually even more special. Why is it more special? Because the nisuch hamayim could be done the night before, which means on Sukkot, since the first day of Sukkot is the cause of Nisuch HaMayim, so therefore you could even do it on the first night of Sukkot. All the other korbanot, if you cannot do it the night before, meaning I cannot bring a korban today, right? And last night I'm going to bring the wine offering or the meal offering. The meal offering and the wine offering could only be the next night, meaning the night after the korban. Here it's special by Nisuch HaMayim, they could do it the night before. So says the Gemara, Tashema, Damar Rabbi Avu. It says Rabbi Avu, lo limida Rabbi Eliezer ela milulav. Rabbi Eliezer, he only learned it from lulav. Okay? Now the Gemara is going to say as follows. Ika de amre, some people say Rabbi Avu Gemara Gamila, which means Rabbi Avu learned it from a Masoret. Ika de amre, which means from a tradition. Ika de amre, and some people say, he had a braita. What was a braita? Maihi, what exactly is it? The Taanis we learned in a braita. From when are we going to learn on the Geshamim, which means when are we going to mention on the rain? Okay. Rabbi Eliezer says, Mishat netilat lulav. When you're going to pick up the lulav. When do you pick up the lulav? On the first day of Yom Tov. So therefore, if you learn it from netilat lulav, and that's what he's doing. So netilat lulav. So this is Rabbi Eliezer. And from here, this is the braita where Rabbi Avu said, I heard it in a braita that Rabbi Eliezer learned it from lulav. Rabbi Yoshua Omer, Mishat anachato. What is Mishat Anachato? When you're going to put it down. When do you put it down? The last day of Yom Tov, and then you have Shmini Atzeret. Which one? Eliezer says, since these four species are coming to come and to appease us, right, for water, and these four species cannot be without water, meaning we need water for the lulav, for the etrog, for the adas. But we need it. Right? So therefore we have it with water. So Rabbi Yeshua tells him, it's a siman klala. So Amalo Rabbi Eliezer says, I didn't tell you to ask for rain, I just told you to mention it. Just like Techiyat HaMetim, you're going to mention it the entire year, and it's only in the proper time. Right? So you're only going to mention it right in the proper time. And therefore, so if you want to, you could actually mention it all year round. So therefore, it comes out according to Rabbi Eliezer, you could mention it all year round. And with this, we finish the Chazara. Akadosh, this is where we're starting today, which Rebbe says, Omer Ani, I say. So listen carefully. So basically, we're going to now go through another few shitot that we did not see until now. Okay? We saw in our Mishnah Rabbi Eliezer, Yom Tov Rishon Shel Chag, Rabbi Yoshua, which is Yom Tov Acharon Shel Chag. And now we're going to another few shitot. Shita Rebbe comes and he argues on Rabbi Eliezer. And he says that what I'm going to say is that once you stop asking, you stop mentioning. When do you stop asking for rain? Pesach. So when do you stop mentioning it? Pesach. So don't continue in the summer, right? You're going to stop. Why? Once you stop asking for rain, that's you're going to stop mentioning rain as well. You're going to stop mentioning Mashiv Roch Muni the Geshem. That is the Shita of Rebbe. Next Shita, Rabbi Yehuda ben Metzera. Rabbi Yehuda ben Metzera says you don't start on Rishon Shel Chag, on the first day of Chag like Rabbi Eliezer. When do you start?
Second day.
On the second day of Chag. Second day of Yom Tov, that's when you're going to start. We're going to have to explain why. The Gemara will explain why. Third Shita, Rabbi Yehuda Mishum Rabbi Yoshua Omer. Rabbi Yehuda, in the name of Rabbi Yoshua, says, "Haovel lifnei ateva b'Yom Tov Acharon Shel Chag, Acharon maskir, Harishon maskir. B'Yom Tov Rishon Shel Pesach, Harishon maskir, Acharon maskir." What does that sound like? The Mishnah. That's what he says. Rabbi Yehuda says the name of Rabbi Yoshua. Who is Rabbi Yoshua? Our Mishnah, right? So Rabbi Yehuda, when it said in our Mishnah, Rabbi Yehuda Omer, it was really Mishum Rabbi Yoshua, in the name of Rabbi Yoshua, because then it makes sense. Because first of all, that's Rabbi Yehuda in our Mishnah. Plus, it was Shitat Rabbi Yoshua, not like Rabbi Eliezer, that it's going to be Yom Tov Acharon Shel Chag. Now the Gemara is going to come, right? So now the Gemara is going to say, 1 second, right? The Gemara is going to say, 1 second, Rabbi Eliezer is right? I thought you guys also told me that at the beginning. At the beginning, you guys came and you told me 1 second. Rabbi Eliezer is correct. What does that mean he's correct? He comes and he tells Rabbi Yoshua, what's the big deal? I didn't tell you to ask for rain. I just came and I told you, mention it. So mention it whenever you want. So says Rabbi Yoshua, no. There's a big distinction between Tehiyat HaMetim and Mashiv Ruach Umuri the Geshem. Why? Tehiyat HaMetim is all year round. Ochala halavai that today, right now, comes Mashiach. Immediately we come and we have Techiyat HaMetim. But he says, 1 second, but if it rains, is it always a good sign? We only know that raining, Bechag, is a Siman Klala. Is there any other time also that raining is a bad sign?
Yeah.
When? Summertime.
Yeah.
The summertime. It says, Yatsa Nisan, once Nisan came out, right? Yardu Geshamim, and it comes and it rains, Siman Klalahem. It's also Siman Klala, which means in the summertime, it's also Siman Klala, and it brings a pasuk. So therefore, because of that, we come and we say that Rabbi Yoshua, he answers up, that he's trying to say, it's incorrect what you're saying, right? Because you thought it was something good. It's not something good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to read it inside, and then if we still have more time and you guys are able to cope, we'll continue. Okay? So look inside. Rebbe Omer. Okay? Rebbe Omer. Rebbe says, Omer Ani, I say, right? Which means, again, Rebbe is arguing on Rabbi Eliezer. And therefore he's coming and he's saying, I am saying, Misha'a shemafsik la she'elah. From the time that you're going to stop asking, kach mafsik le'askara. That's also the time that you're going to stop mentioning, laskir, right? So therefore, just like you stop asking for rain, you're going to stop mentioning rain. Rabbi Yehuda ben Metzera Omer, Rabbi Yehuda ben Metzera says, Basheni b'chag u'maskir. On the second day of Chag is when he's going to mention it. Rabbi Akiva Omer, Rabbi Akiva says, Bashishi b'chag u'maskir. On the 6th day of Chag, he's going to mention it. So you have one more time. You have Rebbe that he argues on Rabbi Eliezer. And he says that when we stop mentioning, when we stop asking for rain, we stop mentioning rain. We have Rabbi Yehuda ben Metzera on the 2nd day of Chag. We have Rabbi Akiva the 6th day of Chag. We have Rabbi Yehuda in the name of Rabbi Yoshua. The last one, which is Musaf, is going to mention it. The first one's not going to mention it. Yom Tov Rishon Shel Pesach. The first one is going to mention it. The last one's not going to mention it. Then it says, Shapir ka'amar le Rabbi Eliezer le Rabbi Yoshua. What's Shapir? Good. Good. Ka'amar le, that he tells him, that he told him. Rabbi Eliezer, to Rabbi Yoshua, which means what Rabbi Eliezer told Rabbi Yoshua, he was correct. Answers the Gemara, Amar lecha Rabbi Yoshua is going to tell you, Bishlema, it is good, right? Bishlema techiyat metim, maskid, you're going to mention, techule yoma, because every single day, kol yom, it's kule yoma, kol yom, zimnehu, it's zman. Zman means it's its time. Okay, so then it makes sense, right? But he says, Ela geshamim, but rain, kol emat de'atian, zmanai hui. What? But do you think that every time the rain comes, it's the proper time? But now we learned in the Mishnah later on Yubet Amubet. Yatsa Nisan, if it passed the month of Nisan, Yardu geshamim and it rains, Siman klalahem. It's also Siman klalah. Shneimar says in Pasuk in Shmuel Aleph, Halo ketzir chitim hayom. So here in the footnote, it actually explains Shemuel Navi was trying to rebuke the nation for asking for a king. And therefore, he prayed that it should rain during the summer. Now, obviously, if he's praying for it to rain during the summer, if rain is a good thing and I want to rebuke you, I'm not going to give you a candy. If you just did something bad, right, I'm not going to give you a candy for doing something bad. I want to give you a smack. I don't want to give you a candy. So what am I going to do? So he comes in the middle of the summer and he starts asking for rain. And since Hashem changed the nature to bring rain during the summer, so therefore it showed that it was a reproach, it was a rebuke against Am Yisrael.
Which melech was it the first time?